You are listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast. This is the place where content creators come to learn how to create profitable content that positions themselves as an authority and grows their online businesses. Get ready to take your content to a whole new level with your host, Kristen Poborski.
I'm Kristen Poborski, and today I'm going to share a story of how I fooled my coach and got crystal clear on who my ideal audience is for creating my content in 5 minutes. Here's the backstory. If you ever wish that you could skip the endless research and just know exactly what your audience needs to hear from you when it comes to creating content, see, most people think that the content creation itself is the problem, but in reality, it's audience clarity. So if you're unclear on who you're speaking to and what they're struggling with and how it aligns with your business, your content, it's never going to hit the mark. So here's the assignment that I was given earlier this week. I was supposed to spend 30 hours interviewing 20 people to get clear on who my audience was. Instead, I got it done in 5 minutes using my AI tool. And here's the kicker. My coach had no idea when I submitted my homework. He thought I did extensive research and praised how well I understood my ideal client. In this video today, I'm going to show you exactly how I used my custom buyer's blueprint, GPT, to shortcut the whole entire process and how you can use it too. So when people struggle with content creation, they usually think it's a creativity issue or it takes too much time. But more often than not, it's because they're unclear of who they're talking to. Think about it. If I told you, write something helpful, your brain would freeze. But if I said, write something for a new coach who's overwhelmed by tech and trying to figure out what content to post first, boom, ideas start flowing. This is why getting clear on who your audience is, their world, their struggle, their inner dialogues is the foundation. Once you know that, the content writes itself. So when my coach asked me to build a full unicorn profile, you'd think I'd be excited, right? The answer is no. My coach gave me what he called the unicorn client exercise. The goal was to interview 20 people to build a crystal clear picture of my ideal audience. I looked at the instructions. It told me I needed to schedule 20 interviews, ask deep questions, compile insights. That's at least 30 hours of work. Now, here's the deal. I'm a quick start. I like to move fast. The idea of dragging this out over weeks, no thanks, especially when I've got a fun trip planned to Paris in a couple weeks. I don't have time for that. I want to get stuff done now. I decided to get a little more resourceful and figure out how to do this. I opened up my custom GPT. I've been using this custom buyer's blueprint for the past 2 years. It's powered by ChatGPT 4.0, and originally I created this to help me map out customer journeys and create full content plans. All I did was I typed in my niche, I typed in my ideal client, the idea for my high-ticket course. That's it. 5 minutes later, I had a complete profile of of my audience, their emotional triggers, tools they use, secret fears, desires, and more. It was fast, not fluffy, and it gave me insight into how I could immediately use it for content, for the offer I'm creating, even positioning. Now, here's the best part. I'm going to tell you what he said when I handed it in to him. When I handed in the document, this is right out of what he typed back to me. He said, "You've clearly put a lot of thought into this. The empathy is strong. Demographics are clean and focused. Love how you captured the emotional landscape." He even gave me strategic tips for refining it, like adding specific tools my clients use, such as Notion, ChatGPT, Jasper, to improve my positioning. But not once did he ever suspect it came from AI. And that's the power of using AI really well. It doesn't replace insight. It accelerates your insight and lets you show up with a sharper message faster. And now I use that same GPT or this same GPT content that I got about them to plan my content, my power content every single week. So once I had that profile, I stopped asking myself, what should I say? And started asking, what does my ideal client need to hear today? I've got that all right in here. I open that blueprint before I write an email. I might even feed it to my email writing assistant. Then I can use it to outline videos, build sales pages. It reminds me what they're afraid of, what tools they're using, what's keeping them stuck. So it gives me clarity about my audience and how I can help them with not just my knowledge, but with my programs and my offers. And that's the secret. When you create from your audience's reality, not just your expertise, your content connects, converts, and scales. So let's recap what I did. I skipped 30 hours of work doing these interviews. I used AI to get clarity in 5 minutes. I fooled my coach and got praised for deep insight. And now I use that same tool, this tool that I created, my buyer's blueprint, to create focused content that speaks directly to the person that needs my help. And I am speaking in their language. Audience clarity, it doesn't have to take hours, months, or be hard. With the right tool, it can take you just minutes. And if this helped you rethink how you can create content, leave a comment below or share this with a fellow coach or course creator who's feeling stuck. And if you want to see exactly how I use this custom buyer's blueprint to plan and how I got it to work for me, I've got the link right down below. I will show you right behind the scenes a demo of how I use this blueprint, how I use my blueprint GPT to create this content.
You've been listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, where content creators go to learn how to take their content creation to the next level. If you love the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on iTunes. Until next time.